Welcome back everybody, back with the Pro Spartan Gamer and episode 5 of our Don Bradman cricket career mode with Mr. P Spartan. There he is, looking rather dapper with his greased back hair and his bit of a goatee and his bit of zinc cream on his bottom lip. Fresh from that fantastic 100 against Durham in the Pro 40. He's back into championship action here against Middlesex. Now we are quite tempted to press the simulation key, but I don't want them making up scores for me. Does that just mean that you don't play in certain games if you select it? Because I'll be quite happy to not play in a few championship games and just concentrate on the one-day stuff for the first couple years of my career, but I'm not sure whether that makes up scores for you. If that does make up scores for you, then obviously that's no good. I don't want to do that because you'll end up having fictitious, I can't even say it, fictitious scores that you haven't actually scored yourself, and I'm not into any of that sort of malarkey. Don't like cheating and fabrication of the truth, so we're going to stick with playing anyway at the moment. If a few of you have pressed that simulate button, which is obviously new to the PlayStation 4 version on the career mode, be good for you to let me know what it actually does. So we're up against Middlesex. They've got a few decent spin bowlers. So we're going to have to dig pretty deep here, but we're our favourite little ground again at the Bradman Oval. We do like our home ground. It's where we've had the most joy in both career modes. Somerset are batting first on what looks like quite a sunny morning here at the Bradman Oval. Let's see how many Trestovic and Cooper put on before we're involved. Not many. We are in early doors there, about 16 for 1. In we come, averaging 27.33 in our 6 innings so far. Very, very healthy start in this career mode from Spartan. And we are up against Murder, I expect. And we are prepared to dig in a little bit deeper today if need be. Right in behind the first ball of the day. It's Harris, actually, the bowler. Whip that one away and we will get a single down the fine leg and we're off and running. Let's try and keep the big shots for later in the life if we can. Not going to be, hopefully not going to go hit it too strong. Early doors, try and rein it in a little bit if we can. Short mid wicket there is a bit of a dodgy. We're onto that pull pretty quickly. I said we would be with 2 men up. We haven't quite timed it, but we'll pick up a couple. Murder does dig it in a little bit. Just got to be careful we don't put it into the hands of any of those men there. That's 4. We got hold of that one. There's a dive there for mid-wicket. I think it just avoided his grasp. We can't turn down the short ball. Got to be careful it doesn't end up. Well, it was past him. It was in the bottom corner before the goalkeeper moved. Ferocious pull, to be honest. Rattled into the fence. Prepared to do either. Prepared to either defend or back in behind that one. Spartan in his shell a little bit. It's a nice shot though, through the gap in the covers. One of his better shots, one of his go-to shots. Just got to watch you don't nick off there. Especially if you try and take it a little bit too much outside leg. Try and work it over there. That's 4. It's glorious timing. Back foot drive, hard shot to play. He's absolutely punished Harris through there. Pinged it. Big gap through the covers and he ain't gonna not take on those chances. That's rattled into the picket fence. Covers. Oh, we gone. Big edge off Murder and that flashing drive caught in the gully for 13. Dug it in off the shoulder of the bat and we're gone. Regulation dismissal really. Good bowling from Murder. We've gone for 13 off 12 balls. No expansive shots at all on that knock. Just a very good ball. Bit of extra zip on it. Look at that, lofted straight to regulation. Nice dismissal actually. I mean, I don't want to be out, but it's a nice dismissal because it's one that would happen in real cricket. So we've gone for 13 in the first innings. See how we get on in the second innings. And how Somerset get on. See if they can actually get a target on the board. They've not won a game in this championship so far. Been dismal to date so far. Nice partnership between Hildreth and Keyswetter. Taking a fair bit of time as well. Tons for both and then they fall. But this is a good first innings from Somerset. Runs down the order from Traeger. We do back right down. I mean, Overton can bat. Raymond coming at 11 ain't bad. Good start for Middlesex though. Robson and Rogers have put on a big 100. Nick Compton against his old club out cheap, which is nice to see. Day 3 already here. This is heading towards a draw, I think, this match. 400 for Middlesex. So, is this the last day of the... Are we in the final day or not? This is... Do the score in the second innings. Somerset lead by... Excuse me, 47. Not long left. So Somerset are going to need... Can't afford to be too much of a slow knock. This is going to be one that we're going to need to probably get on with it a little bit. To set a declaration for tomorrow. So we're off the mark. Well, that was a shot that got us out, so we've gone back to it, which is nice to see. But if Somerset want to set a declaration, they're going to need some quick runs here in the end of the session tonight and early on tomorrow morning. Ping that away, that's 4 I think. Glorious shot from Spartan. Just pinged it away off his toes. Great timing. It's taking him the whole over to hit one. But that was a lovely shot. Man, he's got all of that. 6 runs is quite a flat one, but Dexter is that sort of pace. Spartan given licence here to try and set up a declaration target. Somerset do need a win in this championship. And he's hit the low full toss from Dexter straight back over his head for a big 6. He's got the pull shot away, definitely 2. 4 more. Good final 3 balls of the over from Spartan. 2 4s and a 6. Fairly risk-free, although there was a few fielders there that if he had mistimed it, I mean, he got dropped early on in the over. Lame attempt in the shadows, don't know what he was doing. He's gone skidding over the fence with 4 runs. So this is just getting interesting now in this second innings as Somerset look to set up a declaration target here. We lead by 67. Going to need to get on with it. Facing Murter then. Useful Murter. Quite a good leg side field there. That's not going to be easy. Big. Oh, it's quite a big gap straight. Slashed it through mid wicket. It's only going to be 1. Really did tug it round. Just trying to hit it a lot straighter than that. So Hildreth in, Tommy Cooper's out, caught on the boundary. Just tugged it round, straight down backward square. Down his throat. Good solid push from Spartan, just 1 though. So is it Dexter again? If it is, Spartan might have another go at him. No, it's Harris. They've taken Dexter off. Very leg side field. Looks like he's going to be looking to dig it in short. Lovely drive from Spartan to be pushing 2. Only going to be a single. Somerset doing okay here. Not breaking any land speed records, but going along okay. Another good shot for one from Spartan, and that is a 20, which is nice. And they keep the strike. 60 for 2 now. Murder. No one looking to work him through the leg side for sure. Through there. Timed it nicely. It's definitely 2. Coming back for 3. Good run in. Well run 3. Picking up the singles and runs quite risk-free here at the moment. Good batting between Hildreth and Spartan. Yeah, another single. Middlesex with quite a defensive field because they know that Somerset trying to push for this declaration. A maiden bowl by Harris there to Hildreth. The lead is 83 at the moment. And we've wondered how long it would be before we saw a spin bowler. And there's one brought straight in. We've driven it straight into the gap. That's good cricket from Spartan, and they pick up a comfortable 2. This might be the undoing of him. He struggled against spin in previous games. Just going to look to be as positive as possible. Oh, and he might be out. Got away with it. That might hasten his... Might feel like he's going to come down in a minute. In behind the last 2. Solid. Not taking too many chances. Had him in a bit of trouble. Ravi Patel on that over. Facing the spinner again. Had him in all sorts of trouble the last over. He's just smacked that straight. Not really got it, but it's a good enough shot. Push in. Well run 3. It's good cricket. So, had to dig deep here. Leading 96. Hasn't gone all his own way though. He's been played a few. That's a nice shot. Push 2, he's telling Hilly. Easy 2. Digging deep for this knock. Had a few rough trots on it. He's not gone to the slog button too often. 33 from 27. Yeah, it'd be just 1. Moves on to 34. Lead nearly 100 here. Harris again. Just the 1. That field is really busy at extra cover. Move to 35. So we lose Hildreth there. You just saw the tail end of it. A pretty sloppy shot. Straight out of deep mid wicket off Ravi Patel. And when we were looking to set up a declaration, we've got to be careful we don't end up... Well, Middlesex are right back in this now at 84 for 3. They'll be thinking about how many can we get Somerset out for, and we have time to knock them off. So Spartan got to act and bat quite sensibly here. Not for himself, a little bit for the team really. You might have to dig even deeper. Keyswetter the man in. Keyswetter in. Hits 1-4 for Ravi Patel and then digs deep. We're going to just have a look. Berg, the new bowler, on. Yeah, there's an hour left in the night's play. So Middlesex back in this now with the wickets falling down. Got to be careful. It's going to be hard to resist hitting a dibble-doubler, I must admit. But same field as what we've been used to over the last sort of 10 overs or so. We'll just smarm it for a single and we've moved on our merry way to 36. Good innings this. Really good innings. 31, 32 balls. It's not been expressed, not gone to the slog modifier hardly at all. So it's been a really good knock. Solidly in behind another one there. I just showed you that. You know, the field has come in when he's defended. As you can see now, the field is right in again. Because he's defended and there's no one through the cover area, so you know, it's brought the men in. Oh, and that was well bowled. Played and missed at that one. through the gap. Don't think it's got enough on it to be 4. Definitely be 2. Might push for 3 here. No, it's just a 2. So good over from Berg. So back facing Berg again. Deep extra cover back out again. Smarmed it straight to him. Another single. Man being brought up now at mid-off. Still managed to miss him out to extra cover for another single, and we go into the 40s. Third time we've hit a 40 in the championship this year. Not yet gone to the magical 5-0 in the championship. This is going to be another one we're going to have to dig deep and grind, I think. It's not coming easy. 37 balls for 40. It's the longest we've been at the crease, I think, in the championship. Dug deep against the spinner. 5 balls in a row. Just kept him out. Stay there. It was a good over. Very slow from Patel. We weren't really there to hit through the line. We'd have been through the shot far too early, so we just hung around and defended him out. Berg bowling again. And we've gone for it this time. It's a big hit. It's a nice 4. Shackles just lifted a little bit. Men were crowding around him. And he couldn't really see what was on, so he's just gone for a nice straight shot. Picks up a nice 4-1 bounce. Nothing wrong with that at all. Just short of the maximum. Field straight back. The field goes straight back. Interesting. Yeah, come on. That's the dive. It went out there so quick. Timed it off the back foot like a tracer. Last ball the over on 45 now. Runs real struggle there. Had to dig so deep. Spinner's still on. This is a good spell for Patel. He's got him in a lot of trouble there. Whipped it away. That's 4 runs. Tracer bullet away through. Just back with a square. Lovely shot off the spinner. Moves on to 49. Face 51 balls now. That was a glorious shot. Just worked it away back into his old favourite. Right in behind it. Last ball the over, is it? No. 1 needed for the 50, but he's digging deep here. Really is. He's going to have to push. He's made it. He's got a championship 50, and this one he's really had to work for. Hour and 12 minutes of the crease. 53 deliveries. That hasn't been easy. That's been a great innings in the championship for the Pro Spartan. It's probably his most realistic innings ever, really. And he's kept the strike. Berg charging in again. Back to the grindstone. It's on to that one this time. That short ball's gone like a tracer to the fence. Glorious pull from Spartan. Can't drop it short of this pace. Really has creamed that. That's lovely. Good cricket shot. Still no one out there. So shots off the leg, got to be the commodity here. He's clipped it away there, nearly come across too far then. He's a little bit worried. It's another 4 though. Was a little bit worried that he'd gone over too far. Just check that field before we go again. The man out now. In behind it again. So 58 not out here, fantastic knock. Because it's been a long one in the championship and we dug deep, you have to wait for the Pro 40 game will be in episode 6. You'll see the end of this innings, however long it takes. So if the video's only got about another minute, you know that I've gone cheap. Otherwise, if it's a long one, you know we might be rattling up a nice score here in the championship. So facing Murta. Man who got us out in the first innings. Nice shot through the covers. It's a vacant area. Only going to be 2. Oh, Somerset trying to build a lead here, but it's really in the balance this game at the moment. And that's the end of day 3. And we've survived. We're 60 not out. It's been a good knock. I'm sure we're going to come out on day 4 with a more positive intent maybe. See if we can set up a declaration. There you see it, 60 not out off 63 deliveries. Been a very good knock. Somerset lead by 148, but there's only 1 day left in this 4-day game. 50 partnerships up then between Keyswetter and Spartan, with a good shot from Keyswetter. Little poke over the top of slips for 4. Keyswetter giving Murta some treatment and that over. They've obviously come out with going to give it a go and see if they can get a bit of a lead up. We're facing Harris now. Might have a go at him. That's straight down the throat. Picked him out. Pull shot straight down the throat and we're going for a good 61. Got underneath it too much and didn't quite middle it, and we got caught at deep mid-wicket. There's a good knock in the championship. We're not disheartened. We've been out there for 65 deliveries, which I think is the most we've ever batted in a championship game. So it was big encouragement there. And in the end, it was unlucky. Picked anywhere but straight down his throat, and we'd have been 4 runs. But we've gone. Let's see how this game progresses then, and see if Somerset can set a target or whether a draw is going to be the result, which it looks like it will be. Good 50 for Keyswetter. And a good 50 for Allenby. Do they declare? They surely must do now. They have declared, but not got enough early wickets to make Middlesex struggle, I don't think. It's looking like a drawn rubber here. Well, they're saying Middlesex has won, but I don't think I think that's a draw because no one's punching the air. Hopefully it is, otherwise it was a soft declaration from Somerset. Let's have a look at the match result. Match drawn, yeah. So they didn't quite get there. They had a good go at it, but there was never enough time really. Some 61 from Pro Spartan doesn't get on there, but Keyswetter with a good game in 100. So that's the first game that Somerset haven't drawn, haven't lost in the championship. And there you see, fair bit of XP for us from that one, which is good news. We'll have a look at the averages, as always, before we wrap up this episode 5. It's another good effort against Middlesex. It's a 61. We won't have that game against Nottinghamshire. That will be the first game in episode 6 and something really to look forward to. So his stats, list day, just to remind you, he's averaging 48 after that fantastic 104. But his average in the first class game is up to nearly 30 now. And we already have 238 runs this season, which is very good indeed. 150 now. Strike rate on the down, which is good. You know, still probably more than you'd expect in the county championship. It certainly looks more realistic there. 24, 26 fours, 10 sixes. And like I say, very good knock there. Averaging 30 now, which is more like it. Let's just have a look if anyone is in, what the interest is in the selection status. Still a fair way off the Australian 50 over, but obviously if we score more runs in the next Pro 40, then who knows, we would like to get in a domestic shield as well. I mean, lots of stuff there to look forward to. This career is going along very nicely at the moment. We have been close to, well, that's a 50 and 100 already, and we were very close to 2 other 50s in the county championship. Like I say, 238 runs already in 4 championship matches is a very good start. Thanks for joining me as always, and I'll see you very soon for more DBC. Cheers dudes, stay safe.